Welcome friends to a new episode of our narrative-driven Warhammer 3 campaign playing as the Winter Palace Pretenders. This episode, we are set to invade the lands of NORSCA. Now, admittedly, I did do some things off video in order to set us up for this invasion. After vassalizing Akarak the Crow, as well as Archaon himself, we did do a few minor battles and skirmishes with the Tallymen of Pestilence and Epidemius, not necessarily engaging with Epidemius himself, but we did take the Tower of Flies from him, and we did sue for peace as well, forcing him to secede those territories to us, which we then sold to our vassals, the Cull. I decided to sell off to the Cull just because they had more money to give me than Archaon, and we launched our invasion fleet from the Port of Secrets. And yes, I did sell a crazy amount of territory. If we zoom out here, sorry if there's any lag that you're seeing, as I am playing with a crazy amount of mods. Every territory that Archaon owns and also the Cull own, technically that's also my territory as well. And one of my viewers actually said diplomacy would make a lot of sense and roleplays pretty well as a Slaanesh faction. And it does have a means to an end, which we can see here as I'm about to attack Kraka Dorden and assault the Aisling tribe. Now this also has a means to an end where I do want to use the territory in NORSCA to act as an invasion or vanguard force to eventually launch an assault into Kislev, taking over the minor Kislevite factions there, and also either killing off or vassalizing the Orthodoxy and also the actual Winter Palace rulers under Katarin. But fast forwarding to the diplomacy screen, we're going to make a deal with this minor Kislev faction of the Ropsmen clan, with military access and joining their war against the Aisling tribe, which it's a good win-win. We get a little bit of pressure off their backs and we gain some territory along the way. So we'll propose that offer, get a hefty amount of favor there for ourselves to fuel our military economy. Now there are pros and cons this way in terms of declaring war, because we do get money from the Ropsmen clan. However, if we take a look at Throg here, he is in a military alliance with the Aisling. Thankfully, we're not at war with him officially, or not yet, and the Aisling themselves are also in a military alliance with the Ecstatic Legions, and yeah, we just discovered them too. Plus also the Ecstatic Legions also have the Sorrel, which they are a minor Norscan faction, but with these mods from the SCM team, they do get a legendary lord as well. So essentially, we're going to really try to pick our battles carefully here. Once we've taken out most of the Aislings, then we might declare war on Throg, and actually after this turn, or after this battle I should say, and when we end the turn, I'm going to see where Throg goes. If he's within striking distance of ourselves and our vassals, then I'll be able to launch my attack, wipe him out, and then move northwards, taking Altar of Spawns and eventually Monolith of Flesh. But let's get this battle going on. Now, this will be a really good staging ground by taking Kraka Dorden. We're going to seduce their unit of Marauder Horsemen, really buff up our cavalry for a bit. And I'm going to try to micromanage this battle too by sacrificing some of my devotee army and preserving as much of my main force as possible. And yes, I know it seems like such a workaround way in terms of conquering territory. It would, in a way, be faster with my vassals. However, like I said, I do not want to go to war with the Ecstatic Legions just yet, and not until I know for a fact I can catch Throg off on the back foot. I'm not entirely sure if Throg is going to be moving towards us in the next turn too. We don't have enough movement to attack Throg yet either in the first place, so again, that plays into our long-term strategy. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love the look of our Warbear Riders, and they're a perfect trophy for us to have in our Slaaneshi host after defeating Boris Ursus. And they complement our Knights of Slaanesh too. They Both of these consist of our elite cavalry and are our secret weapons should the battle not go in our favor, but I have a good feeling it definitely will be going in our favor overwhelmingly. We have our Eternal Tormentors, Regiment of Renown, customized Regiment of Renown, and well-earned too after their first engagement against Khorne forces. Regular Demonettes of Slaanesh. We do have a sturdy front line too of Hell Scourges and also Armored Kossars, and also Pink Horrors of Tzeentch, which we stole from the All-Seeing Eye. Let's take a look at a few other things here. Plague Toads of Nurgle, also stolen from Epidemius. Our trophy army, well, this essentially has become a trophy army, but it's a trophy army that I've really become proud of. Regular Hellstriders of Slaanesh, and also we are hiding the Marauder Horsemen in bushes right now, and Chaos Warhounds of Khorne. We'll start the battle, but I will fast forward to our reinforcements, hopefully our reinforcements arrive. Are they actually charging us? Ooh, okay. I was really hoping our reinforcements would take the brunt of the battle. Okay, you guys fall back. Ooh, devastation there for the Marauder Hunters. Yeah, I'm going to try to skirmish them as much as I can. Alright, the trees should protect us. Fall back, fall back. Ooh, okay, they're gonna start crashing into our lines there. Alright, charge in there. You two make an assault in there. Plague Toads charge into these hunters, or actually charge into these spearmen. You guys take care of those. Alright, Nastasya, let's have you launch a Chillwind strike there. Huge clump of enemies with the Plague Toads holding them up. I was going to try to delay them as much as I could, honestly. Alright, you, Lash of Slaanesh on these Marauders. Okay, let's get a Blade Wind going. Ooh, whoa, that was probably the fastest victory. Very bare minimum casualties on our end, too. Okay, well, a victory is a victory, and that went way faster than expected. Yeah, Plague Toads of Nurgle, I will admit, they make for decent shock cavalry. Not exactly the fastest like our Hellstriders, but oh, just look at them mix in with those lot there. Just absolute carnage of pure chaos. Okay, well, not just a decisive victory, but definitely an overwhelming victory for us. Alright, only 13 losses for ourselves. Apparently 1 loss for our reinforcements. 13 losses, I think those are from our Warhounds charging into their axe throwers, but pretty much our front line devastated theirs. They pretty much kamikazed into us, but we hard punished them for it. Now, even with this overwhelming victory, during the end turn, I do really want to see where Throg takes his forces to, whether he moves up to see if he can help reinforce his Aisling allies or just follow our movements. If he does do a forced march on us, or if he's within striking distance, I will make an assault on his forces. Otherwise, if he just keeps moving south away from us, I will just continue moving northwards and conquering the Aislings from there on, and then further move on to his settlement. Right then, with that resounding victory, I will loot and occupy the settlement just because I do need the devotees. Well, not need per se, since we do have over 1,000, but the extra cash could do me some good. Fast forwarding to the next turn, it does look like Throg has moved southwards. Kraka track, I want to assume it's under siege just from the smoke there, but I could be wrong. Either way, it doesn't look like he's anywhere within our vicinity or within striking distance, so I'm going to take my main army with Nastasya, launch an attack on the Altar of Spawns, and let's see what we got going for us. Awkwardly so, we can't have Archaon in the battle or our Cull allies, but we can still send, let's see, our reinforcements. Let's see, can you back us up at this point? If we need to put you in forced march, then that's fine for our disciple army. Okay, you back into normal stance. Hopefully that's enough movement for us. Okay, just enough from what it looks like. Alright, and who to seduce here? We have one slot available in our army. We could get another Marauder Horseman. But actually, there is this other mod that adds more NORSCA units to the roster as well. So I think, ooh, very tempted to get these Horse Masters. Alright, because I want to keep with the trophy army, I think I will seduce these NORSCA wear. Anti-infantry, monstrous infantry, damage dealer, and unbreakable. Alright, so with them being unbreakable, I'm gonna try to have to focus my disciple army on taking that unit out. The Marauder Horsemen and Axe Throwers are going to be a pain for sure, but I think we can rely on our cavalry to out-cavalry them, if that makes sense. Alright, let's get our trophy army there. I think like our Bear Riders and also our Chaos Knights. Let's see, what's their speed? 84 compared to... Okay, Chaos Knights are definitely slower. Hellstriders will definitely outspeed them, as well as our Chaos Warhounds. Yeah, and they can outrange our Plague Drones as well. Alright, I'm still going with that trophy army though. And just like with our other cavalry, elite shock cavalry, I will hold them in reserve. Zooming in on these NORSCA wear, it's an absolute monstrosity conglomeration of different types of creatures. So we got actual three-headed werebears, some kind of chaos spawn mutation, and I know there's definitely some boars in here too. Yep, there's one. Absolute beauty. Yeah, these are going to be kind of like our shock troops, not necessarily cavalry because their speed is on the low end, but I'm going to use them in tandem with our warbears and also Knights of Slaanesh as well, only if I need to. I am going to be utilizing my reinforcements. They're going to come in pretty late because I do want to pull off somewhat of a pincer movement. I'm just hoping that the enemy doesn't start charging us like the last time. Let's take a look at what they have planned. Ooh, are they actually? Okay, if they're full-on gunning for us, I'm gonna move you guys back to the reinforcement marker. Okay, this might have to be as close as we can get it. Yeah, no, they're pushing up already. I'm gonna have to do some drastic maneuvers here. Alright, you guys charge into there, you charge into there. Alright, start skirmishing. Okay, how's the rest of our army doing? Okay, Plague Toads, I might need to have you charge in immediately. Alright, good news, they are breaking. Okay, unit of Demonettes to summon. Let's have you summon into this unit of horsemen there. Pin them down. Yeah, even if they die, they're just summon units. Charge in. Okay. Let's have you guys charge in, take out the rest of those units there. Okay, pull off a Lash of Slaanesh there. Double Lash, if possible. Or maybe even a Chill Wind. Alright, all of you, let's focus fire there. Flank into there immediately. Okay, Demonettes, I need you outflanking on this side here. Okay, how are you guys doing? Okay, get rid of those Horse Masters. Okay, that's a huge clump heading up over there. Yeah, Narcissism take care of their commander. Alright, let's pull off a Blade Wind here. Alright, Chill Wind. Yeah, no, they're just getting caught up in the Maelstrom. Okay, have you guys focus fire on those horsemen. Okay. Yeah, our forces are getting harassed there. Take out these horse masters. Refocus your efforts on running down these marauders. Okay, Nastasya, how's your forces doing here? Chaos Warriors holding up against these NORSCA wares surprisingly well. Yeah, Nastasya's in the thick of it, so let's pull her out. Commander is dead. Yeah, and their forces are in full retreat. NORSCA ware are unbreakable, so let's have our Hell Scourges finish them off. Alright, let's cast a few hexes there. Ooh, we can get another unit of Demonettes here. Yeah, summon Demonettes. Let's have you help our Hell Scourges take out these NORSCA ware. Losing decisively. Winning decisively. Love to see it. Yeah, our Hell Scourges have really held the line out against NORSCA ware are anti-infantry though. Yeah, so it's a good thing we're using our summons to just whittle them down to their very last bore. Alright, finally our reinforcements arrive. Alright, I definitely should have just left them at the position start because, yeah, the NORSCA have... That's a thing I've noticed with the AI, is if they know that you're relying on range, they will rush you down. Okay, let's see how things panned out for us. Cavalry took a bit of a beating here, but we'll just settle in... We'll just settle in and get some replenishment going. And with that victory, we'll end the episode here with a very strong invasion and staging ground into NORSCA. Let me know, everyone, if you like my strategy so far, or if there are some things that you would change with my decisions on the campaign map or on the battlefield itself. I know for a fact that I need to get better with micromanaging and then switching between units, especially playing as a Slaanesh faction. And also let me know if you think I should move on to just taking out Throg before he becomes even more of a threat. He does have a very large main army down in the south, and I have a feeling that he's going to take Kraka out at the start of the next episode. But also, everyone, I do want to hear your thoughts on whether it's good to completely wipe out Throg or vassalize him. I do have plans on using NORSCA to sell off some territory to Archaon and also to our Kul vassal state in order to fund our military invasion into Kislev. Let me know as well if you have any strategies for that, and also if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this episode, and until then, I'll save you all a seat at the table for the next adventure.